It's Monday, April 15, and GSA students are gearing up for exams. And Burbies, get ready. The government is heading your way and bringing its services to you. We have lots to tell you today. The much-anticipated Nam Waterfront project is near completion. The project, being undertaken by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, is expected to be a significant asset to Region 2.
The $143 million Nam Waterfront Enhancement Project will soon be a major asset to the region, benefiting mostly boating operators, vendors, and visitors as well. Overseeing this project is District Engineer within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Saeed Mohammed. The engineer brought InfoHub up to speed with the progress made thus far. Sea Defense's works were critical to the structural integrity of the project.
Defense work was basically a steel sheet pile revetment, and then it would be backfilled. Initially they had a timber revetment here, and which used to give a lot of problems, right? It used to, part of it just collapse. We have to come emergency work, putting in sandbags to prevent the water from eroding the embankment, the dam. So it's a project that was meant to be.
As the project winds down, landscaping, tiling, and the installation of decorative lights along with benches are to be done. InfoHub spoke with a few persons who shared their thoughts on the benefit of the project.
The project is going to enhance the end here, which is good. It becomes a spectacle of the road end, because over the years we were looking like a ghost town. And this is very good for the community, the travelers, and everybody is going to benefit from this.
Absolutely, I feel happy, man. I feel happy because we take a long time to get the place developed like this,
The business is picking up. People are coming around, they like the place. People don't start visiting the infrastructure work in front there. And I expect that you will get plenty of visitors coming, people coming from all over to see Supernam, how it looks like.
As you can see, this project is taking shape quite nicely. Reporting from Supernam with videographer Kareem Peters, Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
Residents of Aishalton and surrounding communities in the Deep South Rupununi will now benefit from improved emergency health services as government provides the district hospital with a fully equipped ambulance.
The $50 million ambulance will provide services to Aishalton and surrounding areas including Awarenau, Marurenau, Shia, Crowdanawa, and Rupunau. Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Alika, who officially handed over the vehicle to the district hospital, said,
"We have a mission, and that is the mission of having a good life for everyone, and health comes first. This is the beginning to many more things to come."
Regional Executive Officer Carl Parker said that the initiative is part of the regional administration's effort to return the hospital to its former glory.
When I came here in 1991, this hospital was even better than the Lethem Hospital. It was in better shape. We had a generator, we had a theater, everything, but we hadn't the people to staff it. And we were dreaming. And 28 years after, we have seen the fulfillment of one aspect of that dream. And I dare say, before the end of this government forced storm, we will see other aspects of the dream coming true.
The ambulance will add to the one already in Anai and in Lethem to provide services to the residents in those areas. Between 2015 and 2018, the coalition government invested over $950 million in health services in Region 9, of which the sum of $120 million was spent in Aishalton alone. Seneca Thorne, InfoHub.
Ministers of Government will be assembling in New Amsterdam, Berbice on Tuesday, April 16 at State House for Cabinet meeting, the second for the year. Following this, the ministers will head to the University of Guyana's Tain campus for the Government Comes to You outreach. Representatives from government agencies and ministries, including the Ministries of Agriculture, Public Security, Housing, and the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission, among others, will be at the Tain campus to assist all citizens. Residents of Region 6 seeking these services and more are encouraged to come out and have their issues addressed on the spot as early as 10 hours. The event will run until 17 hours, at which time the ministers will fan out to various communities to meet with more residents. To better tackle the water situation in Region 2, the Essequibo Coast Pomeroon Water Management Committee was formed. The committee will ensure that water resources within the region are better managed, especially during dry weather conditions.
We have limited water in our reservoirs across this region. And because of the weather, we are experiencing something called salt water in the Pomeroon, and that is now trickling in to some of our cultivation areas.
This development poses a serious threat to the rice-producing region, as salt water or seawater has a detrimental effect on most plant life.
This management committee is going to ensure that whether it is dry weather, so to speak, or whether it is wet weather, meaning the rains are here with us, we are going to be able to have a system of control of the water that we have in our reservoir. We are going to control water in such a way that there is no wastage.
This committee will comprise the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority, the Water Users Association, the Region 2 Administration, the Rice Producers Association, the Guyana Rice Development Board, and the farmers' representatives. Meanwhile, in a bid to regularize and enhance the operations and atmosphere at the soon-to-be-complete Supernam Speedboat Stelling, the Supernam Waterfront Enhancement Management Committee was launched.
That is going to be the gateway to the region. And therefore, as soon as you come there, you are going to have an impression different from what it used to be. And so those stalls are going to be allocated to persons, agencies, ministries, and what have you, to send the message that there is standard. We have to keep those standards.
This stelling upgrade is expected to be completed by the end of the month. Reporting for InfoHub, Nikosi Bruce.
Pupils from across the country are gearing up to sit this year's National Grade 6 Assessment, and Region 2 is no exception, with all plans in place for the sitting of the examination on April 17 and 18.
At present, for our Grade 6 exam, we've already identified all our invigilators and supervisors. They were trained by persons from exam division in the month of March. And on Monday, we had an additional training for the persons who will be working in the riverine area in the 5 centers. The reason for us doing the additional training with those persons so that the exams, we want to ensure the integrity of the examination.
Acting Regional Education Officer, Region 2, Nicola Matthews. She explained that other arrangements have been put in place to ensure the smooth flow of events. Matthews noted that the District Education Officer Primary, Ms. Hercules, along with the office assistant, are in the process of uplifting National Grade 6 assessment papers from the Examinations Division. Additionally, Matthews said that the boats and additional fuels are in place to transport the persons and papers to the various examination centers. She continued,
The supervising invigilator will be visiting the schools to ensure that the arrangement of the furniture and everything are in place for Wednesday and Thursday. So far, we do not have any hiccup for exams. We'll continue to encourage our children so that our performance in all 4 core areas can be above what we've been receiving for the past years.
For InfoHub, Unika Bob.
Still to come, volunteers complete community-based disaster risk management training, and scores turn out to Open Day hosted by Public Utilities Commission. Details of these stories and more when we return.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travellers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
Welcome back. In its efforts to provide improved standards and hold utility companies accountable, the Public Utilities Commission today hosted an open day.
Several persons turned out to the Public Utilities Commission's open day in front of the Republic Bank Water Street branch to have their concerns addressed.
The exercise was aimed at sensitizing the public about the work the PUC does and how it is beneficial to the consumer.
We have a very aggressive PR program that we've embarked on to generally sensitize the public, Guyana, and the citizen as to what the Commission is about, the work of the Commission.
The Open Day was also part of the PUC's aggressive campaign to ensure that customers of GWI, GPL, GT&T, and Digicel are satisfied with their service and to enable consumers to lodge complaints if necessary.
We have several brochures in which you can contact the Commission, energy conservation tips regarding GPL. We have queries, we have complaints you can file here with us, and you just have the staff here that can generally assist you in regarding utility issues.
PUC will be taking its campaign to Region 6 with New Amsterdam Open Day slated for May 15.
From Water Street, Georgetown, Letitia Isaacs for InfoHub.
Over the weekend, the Volunteer Emergency Response Team wrapped up its training in community-based disaster risk management. Volunteers were given the opportunity to put their knowledge to the test. The Community-Based Disaster Risk Management (CBDRM) training has been described as key to alleviating the effects of possible disasters in Guyana. To this end, the Civil Defense Commission hosted a training program at its headquarters to equip volunteers with the necessary skills before sending them out in the fields. On Sunday, the team traveled to the Bath Woodley Park Neighborhood Democratic Council, where they were divided into teams and tasked with using a specific CBDRM tool to assess their assigned area. Speaking to InfoHub, the Volunteer Emergency Response Team (VERT) participants expressed their eagerness to be participating in the exercise.
What we did just now was a transect walk. So we went about the community. We did basically a mapping of the community, and we visited a few community members and asked them about the disasters or any problem that they're experiencing.
Once we can understand how often it happened in the past, so then we can predict or try to analyze or assume how many, the occurrence in the future, and then understanding that we can develop and prepare and implement certain preventive measures.
Hailing from New Amsterdam, Jadason Best told InfoHub that he plans to use the knowledge and skills gained from the CBDRM program in his community.
My area in New Amsterdam, we are along the coast, so major problem here is also flooding. So that is a big aspect that I would want to take back so we can be more prepared and we can have better steps put in place to buffer the effects of flooding.
The VERT program will be executed over a 1-year period and will see volunteers being trained in a number of areas. Some of these include damage assessment and needs analysis, community-based disaster risk management, first aid emergency medical response, oil spill response, natural hazards and disaster risk management, among others. For InfoHub, Anara Khan. Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation is observing its 20th anniversary under the theme, Striving for Excellence in Healthcare Delivery. GPHC is celebrating with a week of activities.
The service to Maghrib occasion commenced with prayers from Hindu, Muslim, and Christian religious leaders and followed the debut of the GPHC's first mixed choir, which consisted of 20 medical practitioners. GPHC's CEO, retired Brigadier George Lewis, noted some of the transformations made at the institution in its 20 years of existence.
The Georgetown Public Hospital has transformed in its 20 years of existence. There has been improvement in our infrastructure, improvement in the type and range of services we offer and we continue to offer as we strive to improve our ability to deliver health care in an effective, efficient, equitable, and caring manner.
In her address to the gathering, Minister Cummins said there's a great need for better client services within the public health sector.
The patient experience within the public health care system in Guyana must be predicated by positive, respectful, professional, and courteous attitudes from the commencement of the experience at the healthcare facility through all of its relevant departments to the end of the engagement.
The program continued with high-energy dance performances, musical renditions performed by the talented nurses at the institution, and a steel pan rendition by the Ghana Police Force Steel Band. For InfoHub, Kippany Jordan.
That's all for this evening. Connect with us on WhatsApp, like and subscribe to our Facebook page for notifications, and subscribe to our website for more stories. You can also follow us on Instagram for updates. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.